sign. Somebody give me the sign. If you wanna rewind, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign. Hands in the air, hands in the sky. If you wanna rewind, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign.
B-Rollers back with Electronique, back here with, I think you guys were my first interview, if I remember right there, man.
Yes, in fact, I think we were actually.
Yeah,
man.
So I'm here, my first
ever in your life?
Yeah,
wow.
Couldn't you tell?
See how we started?
Don't take that, Rolaz, man.
I'm not messing, man. It sounded like you was doing it for years, man. Every question was rolled on.
Yeah, Goldfinger comes with the harsh ones straight away.
He was on it. He was on it. I gotta say that was for us. It was probably our first.
If you've not get by now, it's via Syndicate. Enough respect to you guys.
What's happening?
Got Goldfinger here,
Same
man
well.
JSD, man Nick D right here.
Hello,
Right, we're just gonna go straight into where we left off, really.
Yeah,
man. What
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys been doing since you last hooked up?
Ooh.
Well, I got a job in a library.
No.
Been up to a lot since the last time we spoke to you guys. I think we were just starting off with the Breakout Trilogy, which was basically what we were trying to do at the time was put together some EPs that we could then put together as kind of like a compilation or a collection of different EPs to show what we've been doing over the year. It was Antidote, Mosquito, and Malaria, and then they all came together under the Breakout Trilogy. Quite successful for us. That for those of you guys who are familiar with what we're doing or what we've been up to, it featured tracks like Talk to Frank, Move It, which was a remix of the old Real to Real, I Like to Move It. So we did a dubstep version of that.
Slow Down was featured on Slow Down.
No, Slow Down was on Work Related Illness. That was on another album way back. But what we did do is we revisited a couple of ideas from Slow Down on the Breakout Trilogy, tried to get some of that whole energy. I think the whole thing around Breakout Trilogy was getting that rave energy and getting it something for the club straight away.
Definitely, man.
So yeah, it was a good look, man. We got a lot of success off it, did a lot of tours, a lot of bookings, went all over the place, and America, Europe. It was good, man. It was good. But it's on to the next one now.
In the air, hands in the sky. If you wanna rewind, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign.
The Breakout was a good eye opener for us. We didn't have to sit in the box that we were sat in beforehand. We could step out. We could do things with other producers and work with different artists and stuff. So I think the Breakout was just like that was a starting point for us. Then going out working with loads of different artists and doing what we can do, and then working with what producers kind of style and stuff like that. So we went and did loads and loads of tracks. Half of them, fingers crossed, you will never hear them. But we got a collection of some that we thought, you know what, this really fits in with the whole Virus brand, the Virus style, and we wanted to build something up from the ground for our people. So that was
the foundation that was set.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what? We had a mad experimental year, to be honest. And like Goldfinger's saying, a lot of the tracks no one will ever hear them, and for different reasons really. But I think what we learned during that period was invaluable to what we're doing now, and we've been able to bring that creativity back to what we're doing here, bring it back to the essence, and that sort of led us on to our latest single, which is The Sign, as you mentioned before, which is a hookup with a Leeds producer called Distinction, who's down with the Dub Police crew. We've known Distinction for a long time, and you know, a lot of people probably have seen the making of The Sign and The Sign video by now. D-Lo Productions absolutely smashed it, so some people know quite a bit about it already, but yeah, things are going really well for The Sign, and for us, you know, that's the focus at the moment. But there's also a lot of projects cheeky things what we're working on. We've really gone back to the essence, I feel, and back to just rattling tracks, man.
Is that where you feel most comfortable? Is where you know, it kind of sounds obvious where you both started from.
Well, musically, yeah. Like I think we're like Jay said, we've had a year like of making all kinds of shit, and some of it was shit, some of it was good, but like I think we've learned a lot musically, like, and I think now like the stuff you're gonna hear from us, you know, The Sign and beyond that, you're going to hear obviously the new things that we've learned from that, but how we're looking to expand from the sign and expand from that. You know what I mean?
Was the sign a different sort of? Was the sign a different sort of edgeware than where you was used to before?
No.
It's sort of same, wasn't it?
It was our thing.
Yeah.
Like I say it now.
So it encapsulated via
Enough
Syndicate.
artists out here. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, enough artists popped out, like switched up, started making music that they don't even know what they're making. Like going on like absolute waste, man. And I don't know how, honestly, yeah, I don't know how you look your own fans in the face, knowing that this is the music that you guys are putting out. You know what you truly, what your roots are. You know what you should be doing. And for us, sign, that's our thing. We smash raves. We are the underground up. We're not really. We will have all that pop market, but realistically, we don't want thousands of girls running around, 10-year-old girls.
Beat for yes, I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
I don't want thousands of 10-year-old girls running after me from the autograph and stuff like that, man. It's all good. It's great that we're making that kind of music, but I just think a lot of artists popped out.
Yeah.
Just
you
forgot
know
where
what?
they come from, and
Is
we were just
it that
trying to take
because
it
where
back
the money's
to
in? That's where the money's in. So that's
Maybe,
where.
yeah.
I don't think it necessarily is. You know what I mean? You do a pop record, yeah? What's your longevity from there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Somebody give me the sign. If you wanna rewind, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign. Hands in the air, hands in the sky. If you wanna rewind, give me the sign.
So let's take it from there into you set up your own record label. How's that? How's it? Where is the?
Yeah, man. Again, that's another continuation of it. I think we know the sound that we want. We're very, very current in our approach, and we see what's going on around us. And we ain't really got the time to be waiting on labels and everyone else to pull their finger out to get stuff out. That we're in direct contact with the audience. We know what they want, and in the past, yeah, partially through location and stuff like that, it's maybe took a lot longer than we'd hoped to get stuff out to the audience. We're not really, we aren't done with all that. Just get it done, just get it out. And if there's other artists with like-minded mentality and attitude towards it, then come, let's work with us, and we're gonna work together and we're gonna get it out. We don't really want to be sitting on tunes for 6 months, a year, and
Yeah, it can be frustrating now as a producer. You just sat there and tunes for time, and you don't even get the feedback to say whether it's good, it's bad, or you just get dropped or what.
I think we've had the experience of seeing what a lot of labels do. We can see what labels are doing, especially from an independent and underground level. We've seen what they can do.
Is that what's inspired you to set up your own label and take control of your own?
So
We've had our own
man.
label for time, but we've not really chose to push it properly. Like we put Breakout out on our own label and stuff like that. But I think now we're going into it with a different approach. You know what I mean? We've got
Older and wiser.
Going into it as a label, not just as artists trying to just get necessarily. It's for our stuff as well, but we're going into it from a label point of view to push artists way back in, and just like Goldfinger was saying, really. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a way we can get music out there.
And that don't mean just us.
Yeah,
like I said,
Definitely
that
not.
don't mean just
So
us.
if you got tunes, send them through, man.
It definitely don't mean just us. We're very aware of how the market is, and we don't necessarily want to flood the market with tune after tune of us. If there's a tune that
We like,
that our public like, then we've got a platform there to put it out. If there's a tune that your platform like, and your people like, we've got a platform for it too. You know what I mean?
Do what I'm gonna do it anyway. It's my life. So do what you're gonna do it anyway. It's your life.
Your life is in your hands. What is your master plan? Make it up as you go. Do what you like, that's how you flow.
So speaking of platforms, tell us about your tours, how your tours going with
right.
Tiny Sam, what is it?
Yeah.
No, we did
That was
global.
global gathering.
Right.
We just did that. Then we just come back from Barcelona. That was a week. What we got next week we're in Manchester, Preston, Leeds. Then we got back to America in November for another tour out there. And what else did we got?
It's been a mad year really because of all the things like the sign and and the label and trying to get the video together, we've took some time out and just been trying to nail things back home again, and you know, get linked back up with our people, you know, such as D-Lo Productions and a lot of the other artists in Manchester and further afield. So I think now we're just starting to re-engage in the whole tour thing a lot more than we have been for the past few months. We've been in the studio heads down, to be honest, just cracking on. So like Nick is saying, we've got a few things coming up, a couple of events in the UK, and then the tour of the US, and we're also in talks about some other tours around Europe. So
some European tours in the pipeline.
So yeah, man, there's lots going on, and what I would say is, just keep your eyes on the Facebook and the Twitter, because that's where we give firm dates and continually update the people. So if anyone does want to know what's going on, make sure you get onto us, and it's facebook.com/virus_syndicate or on Twitter @virus_syndicate.
Your life is in your hands. What is your master plan? Make it up as you go. Do what you like, that's how you flow. That's how you flow. That's how you flow. That's how you flow.
Let's talk a bit about these stage performances. Is it, when you do a live performance, is that different from a club performance, or is it?
Depends what
Do you focus on it differently, I suppose?
Yeah, we ain't gonna tell you too much about what we do in our live show. Well, just for the simple fact that we don't want anyone copying it if we can avoid it. We've got our own style, we do our own thing. I think you do have to be able to cater it, because the whole music scene was in a transitional period where it was going from the clubs to the festivals, to the main stage arenas, to the TV. So you've got to be able to work at all different platforms, and I think we've always been able to do the whole club thing. DJ, here's a mic, 2 man on the mic, yeah, sweet, do that. And then now what we're doing is incorporating other elements into the live show, like live bands and stuff. Working with different artists, in-house bands where you've not got necessarily the same preparation time, and then you've got our own show, which is the Virus Syndicate show, which is it's a digital sounding show. Everything that we do is we know what we're doing, but we leave it open to a little bit of change and stuff.
Yeah.
So we kind of know what we're gonna do, but we'll change it a little bit depending on the night, depending on the audience, depending on whatever's going on. But like I think it's important for any artist, especially if you're not like some big artist who's doing every concert every other week. Know your audience, like find out what songs your audience really like. Maybe not necessarily songs that you've made, but your audience will know what songs you want, and try and incorporate that all into one big show where you highlighting each of our strengths and the DJ strengths, the tunes we've got, the whole lights and the visuals, and making the most of it.
Do you find that what you just said there? Do you find that a lot with Talk to Frank? Is that one of the reasons why you can play Talk to Frank anywhere and people just smash it every time?
But it's probably one of our most known tracks at the moment. That you can get a good response.
But I'd say the visual was a big part of that. You know, having that visual for it, which people.
I think having a visual for
and it got played on Skins as well. And
about drugs.
But the thing that really amazed me about it is how the US market just took to it like it was
drugs.
Well,
it's universal language, isn't it? Universal, man.
Yeah, so is that the sort of thing that you talk about, where you can use that sort of thing then?
Well, they were propagating on the bro step thing at the time. When we put out that tune, it was like everything was going synth heavy with all the filters on the synths and all that stuff, and we kind of caught that at an early stage, did a song, did the first vocal song, and now when you look at a lot of what's going on in America, they've just gone wild off that whole LFO wobble and the synth filters and all that. They've just made a whole genre out of that kind of music, which for us, we kind of had that tune that fitted in that scene, just as all that was blowing up.
But I feel like because you can't really spit on that fucking bro step stuff. Some of it you can, but some of it is just so noisy and just like, I like it and that, but it's, I don't know, man, you can't, it's not really for vocals. Some of it it's just too too mad.
Producers, I can spit on anything.
Me too. Yeah, but I don't want to.
Sign. Somebody give me the sign. If you wanna rewind, give me the sign.
Let's talk about individual projects that you've got going on. Anybody that with your when I was speaking to both of you last time we spoke, were you saying that you think of bringing a solo album? Is that still
Yeah, man. Well, I think basically what's happened with that is I don't know who. Basically, with the whole America thing, I don't go America. Like, I got in trouble when I was a little kid. They're not too accepting, they're not too forgiving, so although let's swoop over here. But anyway, that's another story. So I need something to kind of keep me busy and keep me active whilst all that was going on. So there's been a fair few links going on with, I don't know whether I'm going to do an album or what as yet, but I've been linking up with a lot of producers, trying to get some of the tracks there, but it's hard work with these guys around. I'll be honest with you, like we'll get yeah, man.
We're like, what's that beat? Nah, that's dirty.
Yeah,
Hook it up, Mars, hook it up.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? Like, whatever anyone does in the crew, it has the full backing behind it of everyone. So if Goldfinger releases his album, EP, whatever he decides to do, each of us are pushing it as if it's everyone's project, you get me? And that's the way really we want to keep it, because, you know what I mean?
Virus is a family.
Exactly, bro. So,
what about you, Nick? Well, you got solo projects you're thinking of?
Got a few things thinking of doing, but I'm not going to let it off yet.
Stone cold.
I've been working on a lot of UK hip hop stuff, and I was thinking of putting out a mixtape of that, just because I've been writing hip hop since I was 16. I've got tracks coming out of my ears, and I just thought, you know what, rather than me just having them in my head, I might as well just give them out there. So watch this space on that one.
So that leads me to the last and final question. What can we expect from Virus in case Records in 2012?
Murder.
Yeah, murder. That's what I say. A lot of big things happening. A lot of really good collaborations going on. Actually, we don't really want to. It's not like we don't want to give it away. If anyone got the exclusive hookup on that, it would be D-Lo standard. But until things actually materialise, we ain't gonna say too much.
There's a lot of big things in the pipeline, but we don't want to let it off yet. We don't want to. As someone said to me the other day, spunky load too early.
Or count your chickens before the hatch.
It was not me or Jay who said that to him, by the way.
Thank you, Don.
I don't know what sket that was.
Oh, God.
Is it me, Rolaz?
Did you marry her?
We're in love now.
D-Lo Productions, Virus Syndicate, just 2012. It's absolutely going off. And expect more link-ups with D-Lo. These guys are absolutely killing it. Just watch this space, man.
Give me the sign, wheel up, give me the sign. Hands in the air, hands in the sky. If you wanna rewind, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign. Somebody give me the sign. If you wanna rewind, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign. Hands in the air, hands in the sky. If you wanna rewind, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign. Wheel up, give me the sign.